So Resilient Dairy is around innovative breeding for a sustainable future. We're combining new phenotypes and new traits of interest around animal health and welfare, and combining that with new ways of estimating their breeding values through genomics. And through this work we'll be able to deliver to farmers better genetic material for the future. In addition, we're also doing a lot of work around using DNA technology to try and understand the health status of an animal based off their milk, and that's what we call our Milk Omics program.
Looking at the milk microbiome is all about early detection of disease, knowing which cows are going to get sick before they actually get sick. Farmers want to have healthy cows. They don't want to have cows that are sick and not producing up to their potential. That's costing them money. With this microbiome-based approach, we should be able to give farmers a really early warning of which cows are going to get sick, so prevent that loss of production. It also enables us to know what the cow's going to be sick with, so we can treat it with the right thing the very first time. We're not going to spend time and effort and money treating it with an antibiotic, which won't work because that particular bacteria has a resistance to that antibiotic. That also will improve our ability to control the antibiotic resistance, which is becoming ever more of a problem both in human and animal populations. Secondly, we'll also be able to gain a lot of data about which cows are actually naturally more resilient or susceptible to different diseases. And with this data, what we're hoping to do at LIC is also be able to start breeding cows that are more resilient or more resistant to particular types of bacteria and viruses. So in the future, less treatment should be needed overall. Currently, typically what happens is that a farm will identify that they have a sick cow. The cow's not producing well, or she looks like she has mastitis. And what will then happen is that the vet might come in, or the farmer themselves might think, oh, I wonder what this cow is sick with, and send a sample to LIC or to their vets for testing. This approach that we're working on now actually makes it much easier, because we just test for all the things, and so it becomes much more of a preventative screening measure rather than waiting until the cows are actually sick. This isn't changing anything about herd testing. The herd testing goes ahead just as normal, but we're able to actually tap into those milk samples that are coming through herd testing. If a farmer wants the microbiome analysed, we should in the future be able to do this simply by collecting their herd test samples, so it's no additional work to them. But we're not limited just to herd test samples. We can also take bulk milk samples from the vat, we can take fecal samples from the effluent pond, or perhaps even samples from the waterways on farms to have a look to see what the health status of that farm is.
Biosecurity is very important to our industry. In the past we've relied on farmers and vets to notify us when an animal is not of good health. With this program we have the ability to go into a milk sample and look at the DNA profile of what bugs and viruses that may be in that milk sample, and then we can be proactively identifying maybe some incursions into New Zealand. So before farmers actually see it, we can actually see it in the milk samples. The breeding that we're going to be doing for the future needs to be really focused around ensuring that animals are healthy, and our farmers can demonstrate that to our customers.